So, Switzerland held their national final, and after all 6 songs competed, we had a winner, and it was Timebelle with the song Apollo.
No, I will never let you go. All the walls will make me fall. It is never easy. I'll follow you Apollo. No, I will never let you go. Give it time and we will grow. Ain't no funny reason. I'll follow you Apollo. I'll follow you. So don't worry.
I cannot actually pronounce what the show was called, but Matthias, you can speak German, so what was the actual pronunciation of the show last night?
Die Entscheidungsshow.
There we go. I'm not going to attempt German, I'll offend someone if I do. But yeah, Timebelle won. They won by an astronomical nearly 30% ahead of second place, getting 47.88% of all votes. Matthias, did the right song win last night?
Yes, of course. Yes.
But yeah, I have to agree, the right song won. I mean, this was the favourite from day one since it got announced, and I'm not going to say it was like geared up for them to win, but also when the running order came out and they were going 6 out of 6, everyone just kind of thought, yeah, it's going to be them, and to their credit, they still had to earn it on the night, and they did. I think vocally, they were good. I thought it was good, you know. They looked the part, the staging was nice, the black and red, and yeah, I, as a first impression, relatively happy with it. Obviously, Timebelle, they went in 2015, came second with Singing About Love. Do you think this is a better song for them as a group, or did you prefer Singing About Love?
They both have their charms, you know, but Eurovision-wise, I think I like this one more. Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna stand out on the night itself in Eurovision, but I really like it. I do think they need to change a bit of the staging because it doesn't fit the song at all. But for the rest, I think it has a good chance, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I prefer this or not Singing About Love. I really do enjoy Singing About Love, and that's like really happy and sweet. It's a bit more memorable Singing About Love because it's got obviously the accordion opening. But this, with the right staging, could be quite powerful and dramatic. I mean, it's in the second semi-final. It's going in the second half of the second semi-final. 19 songs. It could squeeze into the top 10. But as an initial first impression, I've kind of got it on a borderline qualifier. And looking at who's in this semi-final, it could drop out because they've got a lot of strong nations in there. Like, you know, you've got Denmark, you've got Malta, Romania, Russia, Serbia,
Netherlands.
Norway, the Netherlands, of course, yeah, as well. So yeah, it's got some strong nations to go up against. Obviously, Matthias, are you worried they could qualify over Eugene, or how are you feeling about, you know, this is a song that you can also vote for in your semi-final? Is this a song that you would pick up the phone and vote for?
It totally depends on the other songs, to be honest. At the moment, I could vote for it. I don't know yet, but what you said, there are a lot of really strong countries in the semi-final too, and I really don't know what's going to happen, so I can't predict too, so...
Well, sadly my country's voting in semi-final 1, so I cannot help out Timebelle there. Obviously the lead singer, she is Romanian, so she might get a few votes from there, you know, with that Romanian diaspora, you know, it could work in their favour. Going on the show itself, were there any other standouts for you from the other 5 entries that didn't win at all?
Nadia was okay. I think that if Timebelle didn't win, or something happened or whatever, that Nadia was their best shot at still getting to the final. It was dramatic. It needs still a little bit working on, but it could have done well at Eurovision as well. So probably Nadia would have been my winner if Timebelle weren't in the competition, yeah. And maybe Gintabiku or something, like the use of the stage was really, really good.
Yeah, I have to agree actually. Nadia was my second place to Timebelle. I really liked the power in her voice. It was dramatic. I mean, I know when I first reviewed the song, I think I compared it to a bad Adele song. But she did perform it live quite well, and the staging around her was quite nice with, you know, the smoke and the fire and the pyro curtain, and it all kind of worked nicely. Yeah, I think it did quite well. Yeah, I just must admit, Ginter's use of the stage and the whole sort of like projections was quite cool. I got a bit confused like how many were on stage at one point and who was on stage and who wasn't. So if that's the desired effect they wanted, they got it. Overall, we had 6 very varied songs, so it provided a very nice national final, I felt. And we had Subalterns and Interflats, which was fabulous as well. Love that. So, obviously, Apollo is going to Eurovision. Do you think they need to revamp it at all or anything? Because Switzerland, they're known for tweaking their songs, but not drastically changing it. But what would you do if you were part of that delegation? Would you tell them to give it a tweak or just send it as it is?
I should like do something like in the last bit of the song. On the last bits, it kind of sort of flattens out. There's no really like a climax or something. I should do something with like the last part of the song. Make a little tweak, not much or something, but do something with it. Yeah, I think it could benefit from it. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to agree. The last chorus, just give it a bit more power. I mean, it's fine as it is, but yeah, just give it a bit more power. I mean, they kind of covered it by like firing petals onto the stage, but yeah, give it more in the instrumental, I feel, and then yeah, it should be fine. But very happy with Switzerland. I think they've done a good job this year, and you know, we'll see if they can get back into the grand final. Hopefully, we can hope. But that is what we think on Timebelle and Apollo. Do you think they'll be soaring to the final? Make sure you let us know. Agree or disagree with us. Again, give us your thoughts. And follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, where we'll be bringing you news and reviews every single week. And make sure you tune into Eurovision, where you can see how Timebelle do and if they will actually make the grand final on the 13th of May.